Welcome back to some Cuphead with delicious last course. I'm Dear Darling and work up your appetite as it's a good day for a swell battle. And what on earth happened to my Steam controller? I just realised the back panel a bit fell off. But today is I'm recording this as quite a late episode of Cuphead, mainly because I don't have an episode of Cuphead and I basically need to record one. So here I am recording it at like 11 PM. So, apologies if I'm, like, not playing my best or anything like that, but, so be it. Sometimes you do your best work when you're, not expecting it, so I'm just hoping right now is one of those moments. But yeah, it's just basically because I've been kind of busy this entire week, so, difficult to find the exact moments which, work out. And I forgot about how annoying this boss fight actually is. To get parries off and to actually hit this beginning thing. I'm thinking about it, I'm worried that we're not going to be able to do this within the required time slot. I can't remember what we look for. Oh my god. Have this thing. And I don't know if it's just a good idea just to use lock on this entire time, but it's what I'm doing this entire time, and I think we got the heal off. So I think that's literally all the health we can get. So, oh, you know what? I think we look for a spread shot. Wait, can we not? Okay, so it does kind of look like we can stand on the chain as she's going upwards, but I'm not super certain, to be honest. I just still can't believe that. Oh god, that's the wrong button. Just restart. Don't even bother with that when you take damage like that off the top of my head. But that's more like I forgot what the controls are. But I still can't believe that doing this narrows the range. But it's honestly unbelievable. I'm not doing my best right now. I can tell you that right now. But is nonetheless a valuable experience. I think being able to play this. I'm just not seeing a board. But it's also I haven't played Cuphead for a very long time, so it's it's probably a bit column A, a bit column B. I also forgot about using whetstone to try and speed up, especially when he's being stationary. I'm not sure if it's necessarily a good idea, but I think it's an interesting idea, isn't it? And I don't think it's what I want to go with, to be honest, but at the very least, I think it could be something we need to keep in mind, because we're going to forget about it at a point where it could actually genuinely be useful, and then when it is genuinely, oh god, when it is genuinely useful, we're just going to be like, oh yeah, oh god. Yeah, it is quite useful starting off with lock-on ability, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we got spread shot. Let's see what ability she uses. And she uses one which we can use to quite easily get a little bit of health back. Not a huge amount, but oh god. I think it's probably more important to dodge in this scenario than it is necessarily to get the maximum DPS out. But anything which, oh my god, the triangle spawns in very quickly. Anything which allows us to sort of overcap on damage in this phase is probably a good one, because this phase is a lot easier to dodge things in compared to the other phases, in my opinion. But the biggest problem I'm definitely having with this fight, I think, not only is it dying, is the distribution of the platforms are quite difficult to deal with, and it's not something I think I have a good solution for. Actually, Lob is probably not too bad at this beginning phase, In these fights with a lot of vertical movement, I shouldn't disrespect anything which gives us shooting vertical movement. And you might be like, so why do you disrespect Twister so much? Well, Twister's just not good. As far as I'm concerned. I mean, it might genuinely be good. I don't genuinely know what, like, the flavour of the month's not really the right word, but the go-to sort of, oh god. I was meant to dash, but I just didn't. I don't really know what the sort of, like, go-to, weapons are in Cuphead. And genuinely, it could just be, whatchamacallit. And, Twister is like amazing, and people are just like, wow, it's actually broken because I don't know, some weird interaction. You know how speedrunners are. They can find the strangest interactions between things that you would never even deign to imagine. But we've got to be careful with this, because it turns out that the triangle attack spawns in triangles very, very quickly. Okay, so we sacrificed 1 health for 1 health, which is, I would say, definitively not worth it, but I'm just trying to find spread shot basically right now. To try and get as much DPS out as possible. And we'll have to use a laser now before you go downwards again. And then I guess we kind of want to have lobber? Or maybe, I don't know if lock-on's necessarily any good, but, oh god. I can't imagine a spread shot is the way to go, but because of how annoying it is to shoot downwards. But we know how to dodge just now because you do left and then right. No, you don't. Okay, maybe so sometimes you do left and right. I gotta figure out a good way to dodge those fists because the fists are definitely what's killing me in the final phase, obviously. A combination of the damage of the fist itself plus my inability to dodge it. But I do genuinely think IL3 has got quite a lot of difficult bosses in. Oh my god. Rumour Honey Blossoms is not too difficult to beat, I don't think, but I just think the S rank is going to be very difficult. Because there's not... The parries are not the easiest... I guess probably what I'm trying to say is it's very easy just to take random damage. And there's some certain weapons which are just completely useless on this fight, isn't it? Like, both lock-on ones are actually surprisingly good. So how difficult it ends up being. Oh my god. So how difficult it ends up being to actually hit people, but... I don't know, maybe I'm underrating Twister. Because we can actually land all our shots. I'm not going to say reasonably easily, because it's not that easily, but certainly easier than... Oh my god, some other ones. I also didn't realise I probably had that, oh my god. My charge up laser for a while. I'm tempted... What other bosses do we have? Let's have a look around. Let's have a peruse around before we get stuck on Rumour Honey Bottoms, because Rumour Honey Bottoms... I'm not feeling it right now. I'm not feeling it. Captain Briny Blay... Ooh. I mean, these all seem quite difficult. I mean, Cana Maria might actually genuinely be one of the easiest ones, but it's been a while since I fought Captain Briny Beard. So, maybe, because obviously I'm not going to be playing at peak performance, but I'm at least playing at a consistent performance, probably. Why don't I go around looking at all the boss fights and sort of just trying to figure out which ones I feel like make the most sense, like which ones feel the most doable. I will say that this one certainly has much easier parries, and I will say the parries are so much faster than the expert. Okay. I just genuinely forgot what your attacks were. So that's phase 1, which is probably where we want to get our parries off in the first place. Maybe this is where we use a lock-on attack. I can't imagine this is a lock-on attack we want to use. Oh, I'm so bad at doing the quick parry. But it's not that big a DPS loss, I think, using this weapon, is it? It's like 10% or something, which is fine. Okay, so we know that this is for dogs, which just means we've got to jump over them. But because you're so high up... Actually, maybe genuinely Twister is a way to go. I don't know. I don't even know what I got hit by. Oh, I forgot you fire cannonballs. And I also believe that the ink spout doesn't do anything. It just sort of darkens our screen, which is fine. So we can kind of ignore the squid when it ends up happening. Is that only with the whistles? Is when one of your summons come in? I do remember the shark one. I just didn't remember it going that far across the screen. And then it's at the third phase. We had to be careful for the laser. Are we actually hitting you with? No, we're not actually genuinely hitting you. If we just attack with boat, which is weird. Oh my god. The parry is just like a perfect height to immediately get hit by. I'm not sure if it's actually necessarily a good idea to hit the seal pups as they come down. It might be good. Like, I don't know. It's obviously just like a lot going on in this fight to begin with, but surprisingly manageable, I think. I think we just gotta figure out which weapon choices are the best to go with, because I'm honestly thinking that Twister might actually be better than quite a few of the other ones. Because we can kind of just do bits and then we know how your jumping patterns go, right? The problem is when we're this far away, we can't actually hit you. I'm not really sure what the point of the ink is, like, getting hit by the ink. Oh well, I didn't realise it stacks up this high, and I guess it lasts up quite a while. That's a laser, isn't it? That's not a laser? Oh, that does seem like something we can duck under. I know you have a laser attack, I don't remember when it is exactly. Okay, hold on. We're here for a taster course right now, you know. We're not here to commit to anything, and you might find that a little bit annoying because that means we're definitely not going to make any progress today, but so be it, you know. So be it. Because Cala Maria genuinely might be not too bad, because Cala Maria, again, any flying boss, you basically get full benefits of Divine Relic, but very few of the deficits. So it basically depends how much harder her expert attacks get. And if they're too hard, then so be it. But, I mean, they look basically the same as they are normally, right now. And we've got to remember that we got to get some parries off at some point. Oh, did not dodge that in the slightest. But nothing has been parryable yet. We've got to wait for... Oh, okay, I see. This is definitely different. Oh, okay, that's a parryable attack as well. You actually have a lot of parryable attacks now, look at it. I feel like you must be in your second phase soon. I feel like we've basically just continuously done damage. This is a very deadly combination, it feels like. The ghosts, again, are always very difficult to dodge, I think, but I hope you're not invulnerable. Oh god. Okay, I think you might have been invulnerable. I was going to say, I don't know if it still works, where you could just sort of go down here and dodge her. I think, but maybe using the explosions here is not a bad idea to dodge for projectile attacks from her thing. I don't know if it's still cheesable from down here. Let's see. It's a bit harder to dodge some of these attacks, but not all of them. This actually feels like it's probably the way to do it. Just sort of by chilling up here. As long as we've had the parries and we've got enough health, and we don't need to chase any more parries, we can sort of just chill up there. And as long as we have good enough reactions, we can dodge. So we should probably save our super, obviously. But this actually seems doable. Cala Maria, it's weird because I remember her being a very difficult boss the first time. Oh god. We fought her. Mainly because of that ghost attack is insanely difficult to dodge, I find. I just can never figure out how to properly dodge. Oh, I did not even see that, I'm going to be honest. That was totally on me. And the two electric heals is not like a big difficulty upgrade, I would say. not enough so to be like expert mode, but oh god. I hate that attack though. It's so annoying. Not the horse, but oh, this comes out in patterns, but the pirate attack though. We just got to concentrate a little bit, get our parries off, get over here, get a super boom. It's probably that's overcapped into the next phase, which it has. So we're going to do our best just to sort of chill up here. Then basically after her freeze attack, maybe we can start killing some of the eels as they spawn, to try and make her job a little bit easier. Oh gosh, this might be a bit difficult to properly do, but it seems like the eels don't sail around forever, which is, I guess, is a good thing. So she's probably going to freeze again, and then as soon as she does that, we basically get free. And she's probably going to freeze again, so we get above her again. I think this is the way to do it. Get above her, wait for her to freeze, then run away. Oh god. We can always get behind her and do something, maybe. I'm not really sure, but oh, okay. For now, we're just seeing if we can actually beat her. Oh. She threw a skull directly at me. Okay, I actually think Cala Maria is probably the one to do. But I do want to check out the others just to see how difficult they are. We're not going to do Phantom Express or Sally Stage Play. Those are probably going to be insanely difficult. What? This road is closed? Has that road always been closed? I don't know. Worman. There's another flying boss. Is there this? I don't think Dr. Carr's robot's gonna be particularly easy, so maybe we'll just leave that one. Okay, so it's basically out of these three, these four, which do we think? And I actually think, I think Calamari is probably the easiest, and this boss I remember being kind of easy, but I might legitimately just be remembering wrong. But something in my mind was like, this boss is not that difficult. And mainly because the attack feels very slow, but I'm not sure if those count as parries is a problem. That definitely counts as a parry, but... Ooh, you can get a nice double parry off there as well, which is not too bad. Oh god. I don't know if we should be going for a spread shot. Oh yeah, we should probably be doing this. I don't super remember what your second phase is, but I guess that's something we'll just sort of have to discover together. Have we taken 2 hits yet? I'm not sure. Oh, I remember your second phase now. It's this very weird one with the fire and the bottle caps which come out, right? It's very good for a spread shot because you just sort of hop down and hop down and forward and make sure you're just outside of line of fire, quite literally. Oh god. I think we're about to get hit immediately. Oh, luckily he dodged. Now, the cat, I do not remember what you do. So this might be incredibly easy or incredibly difficult. Was that locking on? That might have been lock on. That's... Okay, I think Calamari is the easiest. I think Worman's probably the second. I'm undecided between Briny Beard and Rumo Bottoms. Because part of me is like, Briny Beard feels quite doable. It's just the final phase is a lot to sort of handle all at once. And Rumo Bottoms is sort of like... I feel like she's not meant to be that hard. I just think it's not working with maybe with my brain right now, or like I just haven't found the right strategy for her yet. It doesn't feel like Rumo Honeybottom should be that difficult, but she just is, you know. Like, let's give her credit where credit is due. She's thoroughly defeated me in it thus far. But Calamari, I genuinely think we might actually be able to do this. Oh no, we've only got 2 minutes. Never mind. I forgot I've shortened the Cuphead episodes to 20 minutes now, so that's not doable anymore. The ghost attack though is just so annoying. I definitely shouldn't have gone for the heal. Actually, why did you do the ghost attack instead of a redfish? I guess you do redfish now. Oh god, I literally just stood there as that thing attacked me. Hello? There we go. We're gonna have to get another heal off somehow. Which I'm not sure if that's gonna be all that doable. To be perfectly honest, it might be doable. But something tells me like... I mean, there are parryable attacks here. I don't know how often it is going to be parryable. Actually, do these eels only come up and do like 3 attacks and then they're out? Is that what's happening here? Okay, so there was another heal, amusingly. Oh my god, I just threw away my health as well by walking down a little bit too far. It's fine. We still need to see basically your third phase and see how different it is, if it is different in the slightest. Oh, what? We'll give it another try. I think I thought I pressed super, but clearly I didn't because I didn't get the super invulnerability. I probably just went down a bit too much first and then didn't actually do it in the end. Okay, that's not very parryable. Okay, these are not very parryable fires. That one is parryable. I think what I need to do strategically is basically, because I really want to parry in like this phase, but as soon as the ghosts come out, I should just be like, I'm in full-on dodging mode. And I hope that hit you. I'm not sure, I'm not convinced it did. In which case I just basically used Vi Super to dodge 1 attack, which is, I would say, definitively not that worth it. Oh god, I literally just couldn't figure out how to dodge. Because yellow ones, you kind of want to walk in a circle, but that's not the easiest thing to do. This must be ghosts, right? Okay, second phase. Oh no. Okay, we did manage to get the hit off, I think. Is that worth it? 5 super for dodging 1 attack? I'm not convinced that is, but... Okay, I think we got rid of a decent amount of eels. It looks like we only fire 1 or 2 attacks and they're gone. I wasn't really counting, but... So depending on how much we want to risk it. That was a good dodge, that was a good dodge. We might be able to basically cheat out more damage than you might expect by just sort of staying up here for a bit. Oh, hello. Quick on the draw with a parry. Okay, go back above you again. We've had pretty good luck, but we haven't fired anything too crazy in our direction. And the one thing we have fired in our direction has been a parryable attack, which is definitely super lucky. I feel like you must be getting to phase 3 now. Okay, there we go. Now let's just keep our distance. Oh god, move, 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 move. I don't know if we can get a super there. That's an impossible dodge. Are you kidding me? I feel like we spike things... Is it you gotta stop firing or is it you gotta stop shooting? Or is it no, you gotta hold backwards, isn't it? They changed it to like... Maybe, wait, maybe not? I don't know. Anyway, that was an okay attempt, I think. That feels doable to me. But I'm going to round off this episode here because it's, you know, the end of the episode. So for now, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Cuphead, delicious last course. I've been dear darling. Likes, comments, discussion, shares, greatly appreciated. Twitter, Discord down below. And I hope we see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now.